Hi guys, I'm going to make another digital note for myself about this. I'm going to try to go through some of this stuff. Let's see, on the apartment on Green Street, there was no thermostat. So be very careful when you rent a room or you want to rent a place. With a room, it's hard too because you don't have control of the heat. If you're paying for the heat and you don't have control of it, that's a problem. And it seems to me National Grid ought to take that into consideration when they want to gouge you, and then they want to assume that you have some control over the heat. This was the case with Green Street, where this Holly Theron, her husband or whatever, her fuck buddy, whatever he is, shows up and starts making these allegations. I hadn't seen her in 20 years. She's been involved. She's done all this horrible stuff, if you follow me. But anyway, he shows up making these threats. I had no thermostat. So, if somebody else is controlling the heat in the apartment, how am I expected to pay for that? There was no heat coming in there, but I didn't have control over that. So I went through a couple things. One time that was propane. Another time the tanks weren't delivered. This guy was insisting. He gave me a broken heater. I went to Maine. The heater was broken. There was no heat. On Green Street, there was no thermostat, so I wasn't getting any heat. Plus, there were gas leaks. But they're still charging me $1,000 that I'm paying for that. Vanderveer, same thing, no heat. So no heat has been an ongoing issue with the sabotage right along this post-separation abuse. Up to my lake home, the contractor that we had up there was constantly messing with our Rinnai heater. I had a brand new Rinnai heater. I went in there recently, 15 minutes, the whole place was warmed up and it was beautiful. But this is the kind of ongoing sabotage you can have. My other rental, the tenants downstairs and whoever else was sabotaging the furnace. So they were taking out insulation, they were stealing my windows, they were sabotaging the furnace. So this has been ongoing abuses right along. Same thing with Arnold Avenue. They stole the cable equipment, they stole all my clothes, they broke windows. There was no heat. Again, the thermostat was not in the apartment. Ridge Road, no heat at all. Again, the thermostat, it wasn't a regular apartment. It was an in-law apartment, and I'll get into that, how they can mess with your mail, they can mess with the cable, they can mess with all sorts of things because it's not a legal address. So we'll have to cover some of this utility abuse as we go forward. I just wanted to give a heads up. This is the direction we're going in now because it continues. Be safe out there, guys.